Okay, so we are going to talk for a few minutes about the word attunement, and we're going to talk about what attunement means. We're going to talk about why it's important, and we are going to talk about why a parent would struggle to be consistently attuned with their child. So very simply put, this is not an academic definition. Attunement is our ability to really connect and to see and to understand our child on a physical level, but also an emotional level. And I would even argue kind of an energetic level. So it's our ability to be with our child, to really be present with our child, to know them so well on such a multidimensional level that we have a true understanding of them that other people may not have, and we understand and we see and we can recognize, or we have kind of an inner alert button if something is off in our child, okay? Or we know kind of what our child may need in a given moment that other people may not recognize because we know them so well. So it's like the ability to kind of pick up on nonverbals, to pick up on their energy, to pick up on their posture, on their behavior, and to say like, I know them so well, and just something does not seem right. Even if they're telling me everything is okay, like something is not right. And I don't ignore that. I go directly towards that, and I connect with them in order to understand what is happening in their universe. Even if they don't understand what's going on, I am not afraid. I will go towards them. I will not withdraw from them, okay? And so, and it's important to acknowledge that consistent attunement is really critical in the parent-child relationship. And so what are some of the things that may impact our ability to attune to our child? There's a lot of different things, and this list is not exhaustive. But obviously, like an illness, and I would say not just like the flu, but a chronic illness. So if we have something like cancer, especially like repeated cancer, or if we have any kind of a life-threatening condition, that really requires that we put all of our energy towards treating that condition, understandably so, that would impact probably our ability to attune to our child over a period of time. We may go in and out of attunement. It was something like that. A parent's unresolved trauma, so the parent's own unresolved relational trauma or single incident trauma can absolutely impact their ability to attune to their child, especially if things like if like screaming and loud noises and strong emotions, like child emotions, if you have a parent that is kind of has a history of trauma and they've not done the work to really resolve that or to heal that, these things are going to be really difficult for them, and that's going to impact their ability to stay consistently attuned. Any kind of a substance use disorder is going to impact a parent's ability to be attuned. If a parent is in a stressful relationship, like let's say it's an abusive marriage or relationship, that is absolutely going to impact the ability to attune consistently to the child. I would argue, and this is not the case for everyone, but I would say in some single parent households where there are not a lot of resources, that I would say that a parent's ability to be consistently attuned may be impacted. This is not true for all single parent households at all. I'm just saying that like this could be a higher possibility when there is just one parent who's trying to manage everything. Okay. There's not like an effective co-parenting relationship occurring. And the other thing, there's a lot that can impact this. Any kind of unresolved mental health issue could impact a parent's ability to be consistently attuned. Poverty, obviously, systemic racism. There is a lot. And I'm not saying this is like blanket, this is carte blanche. I'm just saying these are the things that could impact a parent's ability to consistently attune to their child. Grief. Oh my goodness, like deep grief. If a parent loses another child, or if just any kind of grief, that could impact a parent's ability to attune to their child. And again, we're looking at this on a spectrum, right? So we're looking at over a long term. There's going to be things that happen in life that kind of take us out of being attuned to our child consistently for maybe a short period of time. We know that that's okay if we can return back to that relationship be attuned on a consistent basis, that's what matters. And if there's a two-parent household and one parent can step in and kind of cover that attunement, we know that it's kind of it's a protective factor that definitely plays into this as well. Why is this important? Well, we know through research data that if there is strong, consistent attunement between a parent and a child, okay, this leads to better outcomes in terms of that child's ability to have secure attachment in relationships as they grow into adulthood, okay? This has better outcomes educationally. This leads to better outcomes in terms of medical health. It leads to better outcomes with emotional and mental health. This leads to better outcomes socially. Okay, this leads to better outcomes academically. I mean, all around, we know that if we have a situation where there is strong, secure parental attunement consistent between a parent and a child, we are seeing overall better outcomes for this child as they go from childhood into adolescence and then into adulthood. I hope you found this helpful. I am going to be using this term a lot. It's when there is a problem with attunement, consistent problem with attunement between the parent and the child. That's one of the reasons why we see relational trauma forming. Thank you for exploring. Thank you for being willing to grow and to kind of expand on here. I look forward to continuing with you on this journey.